Today I want to try something out that somebody left in the comments section, which was using this $6 file for crowning frets. So I'm going to show you how that works, and I actually found sort of another use for it, which I'll mention at the end. I'm Dave with Stringing Together. Let's dive in. So give you a sort of a realistic view of my desk here with all the mess. This is a telly actually, or it claims to be a telly. I don't think it actually is. I'm guessing that it's a kit, just because like the writing on here is all smudged. I really don't think Fender would send something out of the factory like that. And then somebody put on these Goto tuners, but then either left the holes or drilled the wrong holes. So yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know. It's got the serial number on there. I haven't done the research yet. Maybe you want to look that up and let me know in the comments. So I'll give you a side-by-side comparison here. I put 2 bits of marker on there. Normally I don't really bother if I have a good light shining down there, but just for demonstration purposes, you might not be able to see it on a computer screen. So here's my Stuart McDonald 3-corner file, and then this is the $6 diamond file that you can get on Amazon for $6. And I'll just give you a side-by-side comparison. Get that line nice and thin there. And then what I do is this thing here, which is just a prism with 3 different grits of sandpaper glued on there. And I'll show you how to make this in another video, which I'll link to here. And then I come in here, and this will just give like a nice final crown and get rid of the fret marks at the same time. So I get rid of the fret marks on the side. And then what you can do is you take the finer grit of sandpaper, and then that'll sort of polish up the sides of the frets. So that way all you have to do is hit the top with the polisher and get a nice thin line there. Now, I'll show you, well, I'll try this one out. I tried 1 fret on it already, so so I kind of figured like what he must have been talking about was using it like this. To crown the frets. So I might go back and forth. Normally I wouldn't go back and forth, but I kind of almost have to with this. I kind of like it because it's flexible. Still gives you the option of, doing any fret that you want, just like this one, as opposed to a gauged fret crowning file. This side's hard though. I might switch to this. So this is just a little rig that I use to hold my fret guard in place, and I'll link to that video as well. I was having real trouble with that as a fret crowning file, but I think what it would be good for is getting rid of those fret marks. So if you don't have a prism and you don't want to use this would actually, I think, is going to work really well for getting rid of those file marks on the sides of the frets, because obviously you're going to hit the top of that with some sandpaper, but you want to get the sides. You don't want to leave the sides of the frets looking all shoddy. It does do a pretty good job of getting that final peak there. So I think maybe if this one was a bit newer, this one's kind of old, maybe it would take off the material a little bit faster. I'm not sure. I'd be curious to know if whoever commented that, or if anyone else has tried these, let me know in the comments below. That it could just be that this one's really old and it is not taking the material off fast enough, but when you wrap the sandpaper around it, it does a really good job of getting rid of the fret marks, sort of the same thing that I would use this prism for. So yeah, maybe not the best fret crowning file, but I mean, you can't really complain for $6. Considering that I have my Stuart McDonald 3-corner file, I don't think I could quite go back to it. But if you're looking for a file that will work and speed is not a real problem for you, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, this actually works pretty good. And you can check out that other video where I make this prism and other ways that I use it up here. And if you want to get into fret leveling, then I've got a full course that's for free. It's a step-by-step guide that will show you how to level, crown, and polish your frets, with also the diagnostics baked into it. So that's sort of the most important part, is knowing when to level and when not to level. But yeah, that's all for now. Hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you next week.